Hello again. So here we are, and I've decided to teach some basic level logic. Well, one of the games that's been around for a while in computers is called Minesweeper. It goes way back. Some of you watching this will be like, oh, I remember that stupid game, I hated it. Others might be like, what? But anyway, I'm going to click on any random square. Okay, yay, we didn't hit a bomb. So these numbers tell us how many squares adjacent or diagonally, up, down, left, diagonal, have a bomb in it. Since this says 1, and this is the only square it's next to, this must be a bomb. So I'm going to right-click on it because I know that has to be. That flags it so I don't accidentally click on it later. Now, based upon that, I can't figure anything else out here logically. Over here, I see that this 2, I recognize patterns that usually that'll mean that this one and this one are and this one isn't. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on it. I was right. Both of these are. This one being next to this as well as this one means this one can't be. Means this one can't be. That one can't be. This one, this is diagonal. That can't be. This one only touches the corner of this, so that must be. This one because of it, this can't be, that. Oh, look at that open up. We'll just right click on that. These ones here tell me that is, but this one tells me that this one isn't. This 2 and these two can't be. This one because of this flag, that one can't be. All right, look at us. This 3, there's 2 of them, it only touches one more, that one has to be. This 3 tells us that none of these can be. That 1 tells us that this one cannot be. This 2 tells us it needs to touch another one, so that is it. That can't be. These up here can't be. Whoops. Cannot be. That diagonal tells us that one cannot be. Now what? This 1 says this has to be. This 3, there's 2 of them, has to have another one. That's the only one it touches. This 3, because of those 3, means that these 3 cannot be. This 1, because of that flag, says these 2 cannot be. This flag tells us those 2 cannot be. This 4, well, we have 1, 2. These 2 have to be. This 3, 1, 2, this one has to be. This 3 is already touching 3, so it cannot be those 2. This 3 is touching 3, so those can't be. This 1 has to touch 1, because it's a 1. Well, this is the only corner it touches. This 2 is touching 1, but this one also has to be. That 2 would tell us the same thing the opposite direction. That one cannot be. This 2 has a flag here. This one must be. This 3 has 2 flags. It only touches one more square, which is that one. This 4 now touches 4 flags, or bombs, whatever. So those 2 can't be. That 1 touching here means these 2 cannot be. That 1 tells us these 2 cannot be. This 3, we don't know. This 2, however, touches 1 and only this one. So that has to be. This 3 now has all 3 that it wants to be, and so that clears out. This 1, that has to be. This 1, that has to be. Which is, lines up with these 2's. Anyway, this 3 has 1, 2. That has to be. This 4 has 1, 2, 3. This has to be. That 3 is already touching. This 1 is already touching, so that one cannot be. This 2 only has 1, but we don't know if it's this, which of these 2 blocks, so we just walk away and hope we figure it out later. Now we're in a little quandary up in this corner, so we'll come back to it. We can't technically figure out anything without getting into some maybe ridiculous logic, or maybe even guessing. It sometimes happens. We know that is, we know that is, we know that is, we know that is. Clearing out those, this, now those, and that one, and that one. We just keep clearing things out. And now we're here. That one can't be, that one can't be. That has to be, can't, must, can't, must, can't. Okay, this one's already touching 2, so that can't be. This 3 is touching 1, 2, and only this other box does it contact, so that must be. Meaning these 2 cannot be. Okay? Here's a 2. It's touching those. That one cannot be. This 2 with that flag, well, this one must be. Here's some 1s. We like 1s. They tell us that if they're already next to a flag, it clears crap out, right? Now what? This 2 or this one, either way, is touching a single flag, meaning this one has to be. This 3 now has 3 flags. That one cannot be. What else do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, there's a 4, so those two have to be. This 2 is already touching 2, so those can't be. That 1 clears out a nice little section. That 2 clears because of those 2, and that 1. That's 1. That isn't. Now we come up here. So this 2 tells us one of these has to be. This 2 tells us one of these 3 have to be. This 2 means one of these 3 have to be. This 2 means one of these 3 have to be. So what can we figure out here? Can we figure it out by the 1? So this one means this one, or this one has to be. So if it's this one, then this one can't be, which means this would have to be for this 2 to be right? It would be this one and this one. Now, if that's the case, this 2, right here, would be touching this one. Can't be here, so it would have to get its second one from here. And if that's the case, then this 2 would have now be touching 3. So that's not possible, which means this cannot be a bond. Click. Now we can put a flag there and start clearing out a little bit more. This one has to be, can't be. 2 cannot be. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Something over there, something over there. Crap. Oh, here's a 3. We got 1, 2, 3. This 4 is touching 4, so those 2 cannot be. That 1 cannot be, cannot be. This 2, all right, let's 1, 2, 3, 4. This one has to be. That one can't be. We won! Yay! Yay, it's a low-level logic. Look at the sounds and the pretty lights. Okay, so this... home. Let's get out of that. Get out of that. Okay, so that's Minesweeper, basic level logic. Let's switch over to Sudoku, which again is a similar type of thing. We'll come in, we'll go easy because, well, they're easy. And let's see, over here, let us adjust our screen a little. I'm going to bring that over there. Okay, so now we have Sudoku. Sudoku means that each one of these blocks have to have, we're using numbers in this case, so the numbers 1 through 9. Now these numbers don't really matter. You could use colors or shapes so long they're 9 individual symbols as placeholders. So each one of these is 1 through 9, each one of this, but it also, all the rows have the numbers 1 through 9. All the columns have the numbers 1 through 9. Once and only once. No diagonals count. So, well, as much as I don't care for this particular program, it'll work for what we're trying to do here today. So normally I just start at the 1s, and let's see what we have. Well, there's a 1 there. Means it can't be there. This 1 means these 2 can't be. There has to be a 1 here. We don't know which one it is. Crap. But if we carried that over to this direction with that 1, we know that one of these 2 also didn't do us anything. So let's switch to the 2. Here's a 2. Boom. That 2, boom, means that has to be a 2. Right? See that? Because there's already a 2 in this row, and there's already a 2 in this row. This was the only box left in this block of 9 that could hold a 2. So logically, it has to go there. So what else do we have? More 2s. We'll bring this 2 up. Does us no good. This 2 down. Does us no good. 2s, 2s, 2s. So we're going to move on to the 3. And what do we got for 3? So we have this 3. We have a 3 here. Boom, boom. All right, that 3 carries over. That 3 carries up. So it has to be a 3 here or here. We can also carry both of those rows, columns down. No, there has to be a 3 in the top or bottom. That does us no good. Wow, we're batting 5. Okay, let's go to the 4s. This 4 comes up, takes out these 2. This 4 takes out these 2. You understand what I mean by that? So because of this 4 in this row, this block of 9 needs a 4 as well, right? Well, it can't be there or there because of that one. Because of this 4, it can't be here or here. This has to be a 4. And that's the type of logic of how you do Sudoku, or Sudoku, or however you pronounce it. Some Japanese viewer may say, hey, this is how you pronounce it, Rich. Sudoku. something to that effect, I'm not sure. So 4, 4, no, doesn't tell us anything. 4 comes down, that'd be 2, and yeah, that doesn't tell us anything. Nothing over here, nothing over there. So we'll go to the 5s. And that's how you just keep going through the game. So we have these 2 5s, means it can't be in these 3 boxes. This 5 means it can't be that one. That has to be a 5. Did you follow that? Where else? What do we got here? This 5 blocks here. That 5 blocks there, which means this can be carried down here. Those 3 can't be a 5 because of the stuff we just did here, right? So we don't know which box that was in, but we know that it has to be in this column, meaning it can't be down in this one. This 5 means it can't be here, so that has to be a 5. Okay, what else we got? Bump, bump, bump. Yeah, no good, no good. We'll go on to the 6s. 6, 6. So these 2 6s carried up can't be here or here. This 6 over means it can't go there. That's a 6. What else? This 6 and this 6, we carry them into this box, means that has to be a 6. And that one's actually helpful because we can carry both of these 6s up. That 6 over, that has to be a 6. Oh, we're almost finished the 6s. That's all the 6s. Yay, the 6s are done. Okay, so 7s. We carry this 7 up here, right? So a 7 has to go here or here. We don't know which, but through logic, we know that they can't be here in this box, meaning this has to be a 7. And that's where the logic of this game comes in. You're like, we might not know where it goes, but we know it has to go in one of those, meaning this is the only remaining box. 2 7s come over, no, no. 7 comes over, 7 comes down, that block, that block. Let's move on to the 8s. This 8 and this 8 carried over means that has to be an 8. And that 8, that 8. That's 2. Okay, we'll go on to the 9s. And a 9, and a 9, and a 9. Boop, 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 boop. Green. All right, back to the 1s. So here's a 1. That can't be. This has to be. And now, see this block of 9, there's 1 space left right there. That must be a 9 because it's the only place it can go, right? But we're doing 1s again. This 1 carries over, takes out those 2. That has to be a 1. This 1 carries all the way over here. That has to be a 1. See how it's starting to really fill in now and almost done, really. Let's see. This 1 blocks out this entire row, meaning these 2. This 1 blocks out that. So down here, we have these 2 open, and because of that one, we know that this is a 1. Now we can carry both of those over here, meaning they won't be down here. That 1 says it can't be here. That's a 1. Now what? 2 1s come across. This 1 blocks those out. This 1 blocks those out. That 1 blocks that one out. That's a 1. And all the 1s are done. That's a rhyme. All the 1s are done. 2s. 2, 2, 2. There's a 2. 2 down there. 2 up here. 2 around. 2 underwear. Wait, what? Alright. 2s didn't do very helpful. We'll go on to the 3s. 3, 3. 3. 3s. We like the number 3. This 3 and this 3 blocks those 3 boxes, right? Vertically. Knowing that that must be a 3. Now, because of that one, I can carry over. That does us nothing, really. Let's go on to the 4s. We see these 2 4s block out those 2 columns, meaning that has to be a 4. And now that 4 blocks out there. And this 4, now here's a little interesting. Here's where the logic, as they get harder, you need this type of logic a lot. So this 4 vertically is right here, right? But if you'll notice, vertically, all the numbers are filled in except for this block. Has to be a 4. We got no choice. That's pretty neat. Now those 2 4s going horizontally, block out these two boxes, that has to be a 4. Give us another open, 8 out of 9 numbers, that has to be a 9. Right? We're on the 4s. So 4 goes up, takes out these two boxes. It has to be in one of these two. We don't know which yet. But because we know one of these is a 4, we know that this right here cannot be a 4, and that has to be a 4. If that's a 4, there's only one spot left. That's a 7. Okay, well, that was fun. What can we do with the 7s? Anything? Well, let's stay on the 4 for a moment. 4, 4, 4. Boom, boom. Do. Yeah. So 5s. We'll stay in order. We'll say 5s. And let's see. 5 crosses out. Top and bottom. No good. Top and bottom. Big deal. Okay. 6s. I think all the 6s are filled in, right? Yeah. 7s. This 7 blocks that one. This also is a must-be number, right? This 1, 2, whoops, no 3, must be the 3. But that also tells us that's a 7. That 7 blocking that means that's a 7, leaving this to be a 9. And we have all the 7s, 7, 7. Yep, so that 7 means these two can't be. This 7 means this one can't be. That's a 7. And we have this one right here to be a 7, because this 7 blocked this one. Anyway, that's a 3. And this 3 blocks those two. That and that 3 means it can't be these two. That has to be a 3. This 3 means it can't be here. That has to be a 3. This box has no choice but be a 9. Let's carry the 9 up. We know it can't be one of those 3. It has to be a 9 somewhere in here. We don't know yet. All right, what are we missing? Do we have any 1 number? Yes, we do, right here. So vertically, we have 1, 3, 8, 5, 7, 9, 6, 4. That's a 2. And now because of that, we can carry this 2 all the way over here, meaning it can't be any of those 3 spots. This 2 means it can't be here. There has to be a 2 here or here, which is not doing us a lot of good. So let's do a different type of logic. So we're going to use this row right here. We see 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. So that means the 2, 5, 9 is still to be placed in these 3 boxes to complete this row, right? 2, 5, 9. Well, there's a 5, 9 here, meaning this box can't be a 5 or 9. That must be a 2. Follow that one? And now we have 5, 9 left. There's a 9 there, so that has to be a 5, or we'd be doubling up on numbers, leaving that to be a 9. This right here is an autofill. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's a 5. And now this could be an autofill for an 8. All right, again, a little logic horizontally. Well, you would do it vertically, it doesn't really matter. 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 6, 7. So these are 8 and 9s. To fill this vertical line, there's only the 8, 9 left. Well, since there's an 8 here, that can't be an 8. It must be a 9, leaving this to be an 8. The last 2 boxes in here is a 4 and a 2. Well, there's a 2 there, meaning that can't be a 2, so it must be a 4. This is a 2. Now we're down to 2, but these are autofills. Let's do it vertically instead so that we'll pretend we don't know what goes there. 1, 3, 5, 8, 2, 7, 6. So 4, 9 are left. Well, that's a 4. That can't be a 4. It must be a 9. And here's a 4. And it tells us we did a great job because we're friggin' amazing. All right. Well, folks, that was some low-level logic. I'm looking away from the camera because I'm trying to figure out my damn program here. What? Oh, there we go. Wow, why didn't anybody tell me I look so crappy? All right, so that's some low-level logic, kind of basic. And if you like logic, you're probably laughing at me going, oh, he's an idiot. But I'm really trying to put it out there to show you that logic in general is not that difficult when you think about it logically. And those are 2 low-level logic games to really help people recognize. Maybe you've seen on your quizzes or tests once upon a time where it said, all gloops are glibs, and some glibs are glebes. Does that mean that all sloops are slops? And crap like that. It's the same type of low-level logic, where if A equals B and B equals C, then A must equal C. Get it? Sort of. All right. Any questions, comments, please leave them below. And here we are, 2 days in a row, throwing out a video. This one kind of sucks, but it's a video. And I made it because I care about you guys. Now, you may not believe me, but I do. And if you're unsure, look at my name again. There's a reason I care about people. Even some of the people that I know I'm supposed to hate, I don't really hate you. It's like, God bless, good luck to your soul, just stay there away from me. But I hold no ill will. It's not the way my brain is wired. But here we go. There's some low-level logic. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. You can hit like, subscribe, share with your friends. Say, look at this moron making stupid videos. And that's fine because, you know. And let's close out with a joke. There once was a man from Nantucket. He was a mechanic.